Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on the purchase of your Raptor 415 toy hauler. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things, get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A couple things to take into consideration. On your campsite, of course you have a slide on this side, but you've also got a front and rear awning to come out, so leave plenty of room for them to come in and out. On your off campsite, not just your slides, I also want you to think about where your power water connections are going to be. Your power cord is going to plug in all the way on this back rear corner on the driver's side of your tow vehicle. Got a, I believe, 35 foot cord there. And your water is going to plug in way at the front. So get yourself a nice long water hose. Park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive, first thing we're going to do is unhook our hitch. Off campsite, front storage above your batteries, could be auto leveling system. Just turn that on. Once we got that turned on, we're going to take our front, lift that up, get our tow vehicle completely clear. Once that is clear, we're going to touch auto level. Auto level is going to bring up and down your landing level. Landing jacks. Can take these auto leveling systems and run them down, as well as these rear ones here. So all three of them are going to dance around for a few minutes. Once they are all down, you'll come to your panel, and this will be all lit up green, flashing here in the middle, and you know that your unit is level. Once that's level, stable, we can hook up our power and water. While we're in the back here, like I said, big long 50 amp cord here. At the end of that 50 amp, a lot of parks are 30 amp. So in your convenience pack, you got a 50 to 30 amp reducer. And if you ever need to plug into at home or any other 110, 30 to 15 to throw on there. Just run appliances accordingly when just running off a 110. Don't want to pop a bunch of breakers. Got your power hooked up. Let's go ahead and hook up your water. Now let me start with the fact that this panel was designed for a red, white, and blue switch system that they were going to put in these Raptors, that they did not. So this panel is pretty much null and void as far as valve positions. You only have two valves here. You've got a water valve up here, winterized valve on and off. Right now your unit's winterized, so the winterize is on. Coming into campsites, we're going to plug into city water fill. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in the unit. Always use this when putting fluid in your unit because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up to city fill, hook up your hose. Now you're just going to come down to your water here and you're going to put that on normal flow for city campsites. Come over here. Make sure that this pressure release valve is in, all the way closed up there. Then you can go ahead and turn that hose on. This is your hot water heater, by the way. You just want to make sure that pressure release is closed, otherwise water is going to pour out of there. Turn on that hose. Once that hose has been on for a little while, go inside and deploy your slides if you need to. What I need you to do is get inside and open up your water taps. Get a nice steady flow of water going through those, all the air out of the lines. Once you got steady flow of water, you'll know that your hot water heater is full. You can turn that on from indoors as well as out here. Shut that off because there's no water in it. So make sure that's full of water. Now let's say we're gonna go camping and we're not gonna use city water, we're gonna go boondocking. What you might do, take your toys out somewhere. In that case, we're gonna do a two-step process. We're going to start by turning this down to fill, filling our water in this same spot. Now the way to tell when this freshwater tank is gonna be full is to go inside and hold down the, look on your panel, control panel, where your black and gray tanks are. There's also a freshwater button. That'll tell you when that's full. Once that's full, remove that hose, turn this to normal flow, and then if you want to utilize that fresh water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump when you're hooked up to a campsite water. It's already pressurized. But covers everything for hooking up your power and water. Let me walk you through the rest of the unit, starting here in the rest of this docking station. Got this nice blue hose that'll quick connect right up here for a hot and cold shower. Prepped for solar, trickle charge your batteries, turn that on here. Plug that in there, I mean. Your battery disconnect, this will disconnect all the battery power to the unit. That'll come important later when I talk about your carbon monoxide and propane detector. Cable and satellite. Right now you're winterized. When you de-winterize this, you'll flip this to off. Here's where you winterize. You turn on your water pump and siphon your antifreeze through here. Again, city water connect, freshwater fill, tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks leaving the campsite. And your low point drains. Your inverter mechanisms are all through there. Your battery, again your auto leveling system, hydraulics for that. It's just a vent for your battery compartment. Again, your hot water heater. This is a flue for your furnace. If you run your furnace, steer clear of that. That would get rather warm. That's an exhaust pipe for your generator. Extra gray tank dump right there. There's where you plug in your black and gray tank hose. Coming out of the side of your garage, you can push those out. That'll vent the garage area. Your fueling station. Power. You got a ladder. Utilize it. Pull these cotter pins. Go up there. Check the seams of your roof a couple times a year and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Get your carefree awning up here. Backup camera. We'll run your 0G ramp door down here in a little bit. Another vent for your garage area. Separate entryway for the garage area. Your rear awning with LED lighting. A couple of outdoor speakers here. Continuing down here, you've got a couple of 110s. Your other side of your pass-through storage with your vacuum system. Your hydraulics for your leveling system. Up front here, your propane comes on a regulator. Be lefty-loosey, pointed toward the tank you wish to be using. Turns green. Over here, your generator. We'll start that up here in a little bit. That about covers everything out here. Let's go take a look on the inside. On these steps, these solid steps, we'll close them up when we're done. The biggest thing you really need to remember is to make sure this exterior door is all the way open when bringing them in or out, otherwise this can catch on it. Coming up into your unit, first thing I like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camped with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Then come to our right, step up these steps to our control panel up top. Turn a couple of lights here. Touch the left, your passcode starts at zeros. So, starting here at the top, here's all your settings for your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your passcode, You can go through and change all those. Going back up, hit home again. Generator, we'll come back to that. Awnings, you can run your awnings in and out here. Your front awning. Just want to show you when you run them out, you only want to run them out until you can see that flap fall down. These will continue to run themselves out past that point and start running themselves up backwards. So keep an eye on it when you run it out. Run it back in here. So that's how those will run in and out. Run that the rest of the way back in here for you. Alright, we got that in. I'm going to close the door. Going back to home again. You got your slides. All 3 slides you can control from here in and out. Back to home. Our lights. These will scroll. No. Not on this one. All of our light controls except for a couple of accent lights can all be controlled from here. Hitch height, you can set that up, bring your hitch up and down. Here's where you can check your tanks, your fresh tank, gray tank, black tanks. Here's your levels up here, showing everything empty. Any of these you touch up here is going to take you to all your tanks. Your heating and cooling. Here, let's go ahead and turn the AC on here real quick. Let's go back to main living room, AC. Hear that kick on? Shut that off. Alright, shut that off. Everything should shut off now. You can also schedule it to do the same. I hit the vent. Back to modes. Here's your bedroom AC kicked on. Oops, I just shut it back off. Bedroom AC kicking it on. Back to main. Garage AC, same thing. You can turn that on back there. Go through all of them. There's the bedroom AC. Make sure everything has been shut off. Alright, back to home. Here you can turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. All your interior lights or all your exterior lights and security lights from here. Well, it covers everything on there. Here's your inverter if you're dry camping and want to turn that on. You'll see this throughout the unit. It is a temperature reader. Help read the temperature throughout the unit. Help the thermostat work better. Thermostat. And down here's where you can turn on your hot water once your hot water heat is full. Set the temperature. Down here, coming in the floor here is your 12 volt carbon monoxide propane detector. Now the reason I mention that's 12 volt, it's always running off your battery. So if you are out boondocking, you know you're going to be gone for the whole day, use that battery disconnect up front to keep this running your battery down while you're gone. A little plumbing to maintain. Keep an eye on your plumbing. It's all pretty much PEX on these nowadays. One touch lighting here, 110 with GFCI reset. Self-explanatory microwave has a light. High and low exhaust. These glass tops make an excellent backsplash. Turn on your panel light. Turn this to light, turns red. Hit your spark, there's your flame. Same thing on the oven. Turn this to light. Hit your spark down here, no need for a pilot light anymore. That will light it. And then just set this to the desired temperature. Rock that panel light down, it becomes an oven light. Into the kitchen area, all your controls for your fridge on here. Separate manual for these residential fridges. Your island. Of course you know about your seating popping up. The seating here is parachute pull. Reach in there and pull that parachute pull. You also have heat and massage. Nice, as well as a USB port. More USB here. Lighting controls, accent lighting. Push these down with your feet. TV, safety strap. Make sure that's strapped in when you guys are traveling. Remote for that. That is on a swivel, that will swivel out. You go through and set up your digital channel scan whenever you get to where you're at. Can't pick up much in this metal building here, but there's that working. Some accent lighting behind that, as well as here. TV off, remote will be in the drawers. RV Technology sound system, AM, FM, Bluetooth, DVD, CD player. Cool system. Still again, can't pick up much in here, but we'll scan and see if we can. Turn it up. Now we'll stop there. So indoors, shut it off. Just the garage or outdoors. All three. Bluetooth, AM, FM, TV sound, all kinds of nice system. Fireplace, not just for looks. I can go through and show you all the pretty colors, but the biggest thing is the heat. If it's chilly in here in the morning or evening, and you want to get it toasty in here, crank that heat up in here. Instead of wasting your gas, turn this electric heat on and it'll get it warm in here in no time. And it'll save you gas. Go back to the garage here shortly. Let's head on up to our bathroom. A couple things in here. Again, plumbing to maintain. Just keep an eye on it. Shower door. Make sure you have that snap open for travel. Nice and secure. Right in here, hand crank open, exhaust vent here. Another door, make sure you have this one snapped open for travel. Your other TV back here, more accent lighting, temperature reader 110. Get your Connex smart device chargers here, and a little bit of storage under your bed. So you have your extra dinette table. Emergency exit window there. Make sure that before you close these slides up, you have nothing in that way there. And let's head on back to your garage. Bunk area up here, we've got a ladder right there for that, to get up to that bunk area. And a big carpet you can roll out here if you want. You're all prepped for washer and dryer here. A couple of 110s with more USB or GFCI resets. Another temperature reader. Extra bathroom. Another fire extinguisher, so people can't peek in on your toys. We do have all these window covers for your garage area. Third TV back here. This will actually come way down low too, so it doesn't have to stay up there. Let's talk about your bunks. Now, in order to leave the top bunk up and bring down just the bottom, you have 4 cotter pins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 in each corner. When you bring the bunk down, just this part will come down. If you want to bring down both, you will remove all 4 cotters. Come here and bring bunk down. You see your top bunk will stop at a certain point, and the bottoms will continue down. And where they always shake like that. I like to get them almost all the way down. Make sure the sulfur release is pulled, and then this top will roll right back. Same thing here. Now when you bring it down, they're not touching each other. You also have an extra bar underneath here that you can press and release to bring down for extra support. Bring that bunk up a little more. Bring it up just enough to get that support down. I'll bring it down tight to it. There you go. Now if you want to use this as a bed, again, fold both these forward. Make sure that you put down this extra support. As the seat, have this support down. Cup holders. Pretty simple system. Again, if you want the top bunk to stay up, out of your way, and leave these down, just put all 4 of your cotters back in. Bring everything up. Roll everything forward. I'll let it come up a little bit before I finish it. Up we go. Should I fold my leg back under? And my seat forward. And we'll just lift this all back up. Your AC here. You got a 110 up there. If you're on the top bunk, you need to plug in a charger up there. A couple of back speakers back here. You also have your rear awning. So you run that back up. Some lights for your deck area. We will set your deck area up here shortly. And that will lock itself up there. Alright, let's go outside and set your deck up. Alright, now we're going to bring down your ramp door. Already unlocked it here. Go hold this handle. Cable here is going to release it down. Nice and easy. Now to support these, we will release this cotter pin, push it down to a solid point. Release this cotter pin, bring that down, put these back in there to support this on both sides. Come up, release your Velcro. Got 2 sides to your deck here. This is going to snap in right there. This will swing around. over the other side of your deck. Alright, so figure out how this releases here. Just gonna lift up on that. I'm just gonna release that out of that little hole there. There we go. We'll bring this around here. Push it up short. Pull it up here. Swing this part of the door open. It's just snap in here on both sides. I'm going to show you how to put your steps on. Alright, we got our steps up, got a handle on the right. On both sides of these, you can push these in, that's going to release that lock. We're going to go down and set them on these locks right here. So, watch this just comes forward. You see them set in there. Move this arm. Press in, push down onto that. That's how them lock on there. Then just pick up your arm, place it in here. Then bring these back forward. There's your whole deck. All set up. Alright, let's go start your generator up real quick. Now let's reverse the process to put everything back. Starting over here, and push this in, release. You can stand up on the deck and press down on that to bring these in. This first arm is going to fold over. Release this here to release our deck, our steps. Pressing on both sides. Move your arm. You're going to continue to unlock this around as we are, sliding everything forward, coming over here, swinging this around. This will release from here, closing up and pushing forward. Now this end, we'll swing in there. This again will lift up, lock into there. I'll Velcro this back together. Release these steps. Press in on each side here. Just lift it up and put them away. And simply lift your garage door back up to show you your level here and put your support legs back up. We're going to clean this off here, close it up. Alright, starting up your generator here. We're going to hit prime. Alright, now we'll get your generator started here. Touch generator right here. Touch prime. Touch start. Prime again. Start. And there, started. Come out here. Show you that burn for you. Now you can also, this front will pull up off here. You can also start or stop this from out here. So you can turn that on from out here too. Just hit the start prime. And that's how your generator will run here. Difficult to get this on one-handed. There we go. And that's the Jenny operation. Alright, so now we're at the point we're going to act like we're closing the unit up and get ready to leave the campsite. I like to start by shutting off my interior lights here. Come to the lights here. Make sure all these are off. Once all of them are off, I know any other lights that are on are individual accent lights that I need to shut off. Once I went through the unit, shut these lights, accent lights off. Then I will come back, turn on my main living room lights. Turn my main lights back on, go back to my home, go to slides. Again, make sure that wardrobe slide is closed. I mean, nothing's gonna impede your slide. Go through the unit. I like to say doors and drawers. Make sure all doors and drawers are closed. Nothing's gonna impede any slides from coming in. Any doors I said have snap open, have them in their open positions. Now that I was able to watch that come in, shut off my bathroom lights. Oh, again, make sure you go through the unit and make sure all of your vents are closed. I'm gonna bring in kitchen slide. Again, island drawers closed. And lastly, our sofa slide. Make sure our benches are up. TV snapped back with the travel strap across it. Alright, last slide's in. Go to home, back to our lights, shut them off, and we'll exit the unit. Now again, make sure these steps are all the way open. Your door is all the way open. Lift this up, just set it inside here. Slam lock door, slam it in there nice, lift and turn this. At this point, we're gonna unhook our cable, our water, and our power. Alright, bring up our auto leveling. Just gonna go back in here and turn this on. And all you can do is touch retract. Retract's gonna bring up all of your auto leveling system. Once them are up, go back to front again, put your hitch back on, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump is right in front of your tires on your off-camp side or your driver's side of your tow vehicle. Once you arrive, hook that hose up, come up here and pull your black tank. Okay, black tanks can be sewage. Once it sounds like it's empty, you can open up and go inside and look at your panel to make sure it is empty. Once it is empty, leave this black handle open, grab the hose at the dump station, come up here to tank flush, turn that on, and let that wash out your black tank. Again, with this handle open. Get all that nastiness out of there, let that run for a good 5 minutes. When that's done, shut that hose off. Make sure all that drain water that you put in there has dumped. Then you close your black handle. Pull this gray handle. When that gray handle's done, you're gonna come back up underneath here and pull this extra gray handle right there. Once that's empty, take your sewage hose, store it in a nice sanitary place. When them gray tanks are done, we're gonna come in here and dump our low point drains. Once them are empty, come in here, open up your pressure release valve. That's going to dump everything out of your hot water heater. And you're all set. And head on home. Again, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Raptor for many years to come. Happy camping.